Hey everyone, welcome back to the video. It's Jira Bro. Let's talk about some ScriptRunner for cloud today, and this interesting script that actually allows you to copy the versions from one project to the another project. This is actually really helpful if you need to use the same version names. So if you actually want to use like version 1, version 2, version 3, or alpha, gamma, or data, or delta, or something like that. So you can do that at any specific time. So let us actually do something like this. First of all, let me head out to Jira software projects because remember, software projects, the they have versions. Business do not have. All right, so now let's go for releases. Perfect. So I'm going to create a version here, and I'm going to say that basically the version. I'm going to name it release 1.1.0, and then I'm going to go for release 2.0. And then I'm going to go for release 3.0. I'm gonna hit on save, and this is what I'm actually having on the mobile project. If you actually take a look at this script right here, so we have the definition, which is the constant here, which is defining the source project key, and also the constant in here, which is the destination project key. Now, the versions that are being get is using the source project key, which is this variable right here that is actually being used in here, and the get method is being used, and it's using the API endpoint for the versions. So we also have for the header, which is the content type of application JSON. This is something that is, of course, mostly there, and it's actually fetching this as the list itself. Of course, when this is actually being done, it's looping over each version returned and create a new version. So it's actually collecting the entries themselves, and it's looping all the way. So actually this is the open parentheses, and we are actually looking for the closed parentheses that basically can go all the way here, right? So everything is happening within these parentheses where we're actually having the version itself. And we can see it from here that it's having the version ID and the version name that is being copied, and what is also the new ID that is being created. So this is what we're having for created version itself, and it's of course using the post method in here because when you're actually creating some new stuff, you get the post methods in here, and everything that has been successful, and if it has been successful, it actually is going to do that. If not, there is actually going to be a failed response here. So enough of that. Let's go and use this as mobile. And we want to use this for MP. So the MP is going to be our destination project. So of course, you need to be very careful because this is case sensitive. So this is something that you need to keep in mind. I'm running this, and of course, this is actually being used from the script console itself. All right, so what we're actually having in here is these are the ones. So we have the three of those, right? Uh, and these are the IDs of the versions. And now it's saying that everything is actually true. That means that versions are actually now there. If we go for our releases, we can definitely see that this is something that indeed happens. And we can actually really confirm that this is something that was indeed accomplished. So this is like really, really useful. So you don't have to create the the same versions, let's say in the new projects all over again, because this really like saves you the time, and this is great. And of course, anytime you can create like a scheduled job in here for this to actually happen, but this will actually create all over the same releases, which is again something that you don't really want. But then again, if you actually go to scheduled jobs, you have the options for this. So when you actually create for this and this actually goes on, you can edit on which schedule this is going to happen. So of course that is possible. But for today's video, that's basically it. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the channel as well. See ya in the next one. Bye.